What is up, guys, and welcome back to Journey of Wrestling. Now, if you don't remember, this is the Tony Khan simulator. We had just finished our last pay per view, and I should be able to go ahead and take a look back at that real quick. If we look right here and then go, or it's managed, so my bad. And then, where would I go? Oh, events right here. So as you can see, our last thing, we had MJF beat Swerve Strickland for the belt, but it didn't change hands because it was a count out. Mercedes Moné and Athena having a rivalry, and it looks like Darby and Jack Perry kind of doing something, along with Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy. So with that being said, I was kind of looking before I got back on here, and if you go to view, and you can see our roster and our champions, but if you go to the WWE, you can see that their main championship is vacated right now, which is good for us. NJPW, again, a lot of vacated. TNA, very real life kind of settings. Stardom is doing great. Oh, sorry. And then CMLL, of course, looks amazing. Very CMLL. But we're going to get through a few more shows today. We're going to, I think, get to the next pay per view and do the next pay per view, which is All In, and then we'll go from there in the next video. So let's go ahead and do that. We want to go ahead and book. And we're going to start, since it is a show, we have 6 spots up. I think it'd be best to start it with a match. We're AEW, we do matches best. So let's go ahead and have Jon Moxley start us off today. So we want to do John. Oh, okay. I kind of got to learn how to replay this again, guys. But let's do John versus... Who do I want Jon Moxley in a rivalry with? And he is neutral. Okay, so we can go either way with him. So I think maybe it'd be best to have John versus Christian Cage. That seems like a match to me. I like that match a lot. And then how do I book it? Oh boy. Have I done forgotten how to book? This might actually be bad. What if I hit book again? No. Okay. Dang it. Singles match. Jon Moxley. Christian Cage. Book it, guys. Get it. Go in. Add a producer focus. No one available. Okay. Oh, this is what I have to hit. Okay. No, these are storylines. I don't want a storyline. I want it to just be a match. Do I have to go play? Oh, no. Okay, no. That was bad. Oh, I see. My bad, guys. That took a second, but we got it. All right, here we go. Moxley. Christian Cage. Where'd you go now? Oh, my goodness. Everyone's running on me today. There he is. And there's our first match. I think it's fine. Just a one-on-one match. It's a good match. I think that's a very AEW kind of match to start off. After that, though, I do think we go to a segment. And I think we maybe do... Haven't really thought too much about this yet. But we do have the Mercedes Moné and Athena rivalry. That might be fun to kind of have done. So let's do a... Let's do... Kind of just seeing what we have available for real. There's nothing that good, is there? want to do something with Mercedes Monet here, is what I'm trying to think. What would work with her? And I don't want anything too silly. I want it to be strong looking. Okay, so that just didn't work. Cool. Let's just do a backstage interview then. That'll work for me. And so we want to book a backstage interview. Oh, we have to select the person, of course. Oh, I don't have it set as a feud. Okay, that makes sense to me. So we have to set that feud up. Cool, cool. We can do that. Or you know what? Actually, let's do a match instead. Let's just have them right now fight. Actually, let's not have both. Let's just do Athena fighting here. Let's just search her. I don't feel like looking through for her. So we'll have Athena fighting. And we'll have her going against. What was Athena again? She's a heel, so we need a face. And we'll do. Oh my goodness, everyone will look at's a face or a heel. Let's just do Serena Deeb. Like, we'll just have that work. And that be a matchup. I like it. I think that works good. Remove title. Add a feud. Disrespect? No. No, remove that. Add a gimmick. Maybe. Maybe a gimmick is better? No. We're trying to do very AEW like. So yeah, let's just one-on-one normal match it. Cool. Next up, we're doing a segment though. We're going to do the better wrestler. Just go straight in on it. And we'll do a off-camera assault. And we're going to book that. To kind of get that feud thrown forward a little bit more. And then let's just do a tag match after that. Why not? Let's try to get some bigger tag teams. And we'll do the Sons of Cage, because Christian Cage is already on there, versus the Acclaimed. I think that's a very big match. That would work perfect. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh, forgot to hit this. I'm going to get this, guys. So we're doing the Acclaimed versus the Sons of Cage. We're the Sons of Cage now. There we go. Perfect. So we've got 3 matches. I want one more match to be our main event. And I think we're going to have Will Ospreay in the main event. But let's do another segment as well. And this segment will be... Let's see who we want in it. Let's do Hangman, right? He's a main eventer. No, let's do Okada and not Hangman. And we're going to have Okada do... Let's have Okada do a local squash. Okay, so let's change this up a little bit now. I want MJF near the end. I want to start off with the Acclaimed match. Then we have the Okada squash. Then we do Athena versus Serena Deeb. Then we do the MJF Swerve Strickland backstage assault. Then we do Jon Moxley versus Christian Cage. Then we have our main event. That seems good to me. So our main event, I think it's important for our main event to be a big match. And so let's try to do something good here. I think main event needs to have at least one main eventer in it. Will Ospreay. Yeah, I haven't used him yet. Perfect. So yeah, we'll do Will Ospreay. I know he's currently in a feud, it looks like. But who cares? Give me Will Ospreay, who's a face, right? Yep. Okay, good. How about him versus Pac? That's a pretty cool match. We remove the title. And there we go. All right. Yeah, I think this is a good card. Will Ospreay versus Pac in the main event. Moxley Cage. MJF Swerve. Athena. You know what? Actually, I like this a lot better. So it's match, promo, match, match, promo, match, or segment. Sorry. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay, cool. So now I want to play it. Yes. And this match, I think I want to. No, we're not gonna add a finish. I think we just straight up have the Acclaimed win this. Okay. Next level squash match. Billy Burke answered the challenge, and Okada made short work of it. That works for me, making Okada look a little bit better. All right, for this one, I do need to add a finish. And we're going to do a distraction. And Mercedes Moné is going to be the one causing the distraction. Right there. And that's going to let Serena Deeb win it. Okay, see, there we go. I like that. It keeps our feud going forward, and it really helps to make Serena look good too. Perfect. Next matchup. I think we're going to give this one to Christian Cage. I think that was pretty good for him. John Moxley went from content. I went to content from happy. Okay, so we got to get Moxley something soon. He's not happy right now. Perfect. This one, the off-camera assault. Let's have MJF doing it. I like it. I think that helps him out. That's what we're building for our next pay-per-view. And then this one, our main event. Ospreay's going to win it. I think just a clean ending. It's AEW. Have Ospreay win. It works. Perfect. And just like that, we're done with the show. And we're in one more show till All In. Cool. Alright, so now we have 8 segments on this Dynamite. So let's see what we're going to do. I think we start off with a match again. And I think this time our match we start off with, we have to do a Jericho one. I mean, it's AEW. We use Jericho a lot on here. And we have to throw him against Orange Cassidy. I think we just have to keep it going. Okay, perfect. Next up, we do a segment. And I think our segment's going to be Injury Revenge. I think that would be a fun one. And we'll do... Oh, wait. No, I don't want Will Ospreay to be pushed for. Sorry, I didn't look at that one too well, guys. All right. Let's choose who we want to be in this first, and then we'll choose what we're going to have done. And I think Samoa Joe is definitely one. Yeah, let's do Samoa Joe and Bryan Danielson. That seems like a pretty good matchup possibility. And we want to add a feud. So we'll do a fight tease with them. Yeah, I like that. Those two in a fight tease kind of sounds fun to me. And again, we want this match to open up. Remove the title. I don't want a title on the match. And then we do the fight tease between Samoa Joe and Bryan Danielson. We're starting off Dynamite hot, guys. Next up, tag team. For this tag team match, let's do Spanish Announce Project versus let's do them versus Triple J. Not a very big match, but just kind of getting these guys some both TV time, get them to be a little bit better. People like them. Next up, segment again. No. Next up, singles. And we need John Moxley to win. So we're going to give John Moxley an easy win today. And it'll be against... Uh, Someone who can take a loss and it doesn't bother me any, which is, let's do him versus Dutch. Just need him to win a match. That's it. That's all there is to that. All right, so we hit our minimum. We're probably gonna do 2 more moments in this paper or this show, and only do a 6 moment show. I don't want to go all the way to 8. I don't think we need to. I know AEW kind of does a lot on their cards, but I think less is more in this instance, and we're gonna keep it like that. So actually, let's do the Young Bucks, and they're going to be in a segment with. Um, do I have a really good face team for them? What if we do them versus Devon Eriks? Let's just, sure, we'll promo battle them. The Young Bucks, of course, will win that promo battle, but it's worth it. And we get a little bit more tag team action. Okay, next up, let's just do 2 more matches. Let's end it with 2 matches. So we'll give Jay White a match. We'll have Jay versus. Sammy Guevara. I like that. And then the main event. Let's do it as. Okay, so Brian Anderson and Samoa Joe start the night, so I don't want them to end the night too. But what we could do is have. Do I have Hangman already? I don't. Perfect. We'll do Hangman versus. Let's do Hangman versus Darby Allin. And let's not make that the main event. Let's make the main event. Yeah, let's make that the main event. And then let's add 1 more match because that's not a good main event. Let's do. It is for all intents and purposes just what I think should happen. Okada in the main event. He just got that big win on the other show. So then we have him come here and get a big match up in the main event. Makes his belt look stronger, makes everything look good. And we'll just do Okada versus Paul White for the belt and have Okada destroy him. I think that's the perfect way to do it and end the night. I'm fine using Paul White, one of his contracts. I know he's on a limited deal. I don't think it matters. People aren't watching him. So, yeah, let's do that. Perfect. All right, first match, grudge match. Adding a finish. Let's do cheating. Jericho wins. Perfect. All right, now we're in the ring. Samoa Joe, Bryan Danielson's talking. And we're going to have Samoa Joe tease a fight, but back out of the ring at the last minute. He's the heel. I think that works. And people look like they loved it. Perfect. All right. Next up, Spanish Announce Project versus Triple J. And we're going to let Triple J win this. Just clean in the ring. End it. We already know Jon Moxley wins this in a good faction. Okay, he's happy again. That's what we want to do, especially with him. All right, Young Bucks and Eric Von Erichs are in the ring with mics in the hand. They roasted each other's gears and looks. Perfect. All right, next up. Now, I actually kind of want to do this and have Sammy Guevara win. I like it for me doing that. Oh, we have updates. Oh, wow, we got Marshall Von Erich getting over. Okay, so that tag team might work. Okay, this match, we're going to have Darby Allin win. I think that has to happen. And then, like I said, Okada wins the matchup. Who cares? Paul White, good match, lively start. Yeah, it had to happen like that. Perfect. And we are officially at the All-In pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to quickly write down right now that we are having Young Bucks. Sorry, I write down notes so I know the matches and rivalries. And we're going to have them versus Devon Eriks. And that also will let me know that the Von Erichs have gotten over slightly, so I can use them in the future. I write down very little notes, but just enough. Perfect. So let's do it. Pay-per-view time. 6 to 12 segments. We're going to do an AEW pay-per-view and have a lot of matches. So how do we start? We have to start with Will Ospreay and his title, I think. And it has to be Will Ospreay versus somebody that's going to put Will Ospreay through the ringer. And I think the best matchup for that would be having Will Ospreay versus. Let's do Will versus. What's that? Oh, okay. Had to see what that was. Let's do Will versus Wardlow. I kind of like that matchup. And plus, we can always say that we formed it on other stuff, guys. There's so many matchups we have to do for pay-per-views. I feel like that we don't have enough time to book it with only 2 shows between it. But the 2 shows work perfectly for how we're setting this up. Okay, cool. Okay, so we do need to end this. We need to end both current feuds, which we can easily do tonight. Okay, next up, let's do a tag team match. And we are going to do the Young Bucks versus the Von Erich family. And I do think we are going to add a feud here of disrespect and have the Young Bucks win. I think that works for them and their characters really well. Next up, give me the grudge match. Chris Jericho, Orange Cassidy for the belt. Okay, I can't add anything cool here. That's good. Next up, we already have been talking about it. Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe, book it, edit, add a gimmick. How much money do I have? Can I spend? Oh, I have a lot. Cool. So we're gonna make this one a specialty match, and we'll make it a submission. They're both submission specialists. I think that's cool. That's gonna be a submission match, and it's gonna be up here. I want to kick off with Will Ospreay and Wardlow. Then I think we do the Orange. Then we do the Young Bucks. Then the Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe. Next up, after that, give me Okada with his belt on the line. And Okada can go ahead and face off against Sammy Guevara. He just got that big win. He's feeling good about himself. I think that's going to be a matchup that he'll do good in. Book it. And we'll put that right here. Right before the submission. No, we'll do it right after. I don't want 4 title matches in a row yet. All right, cool. So we're at 7 ones left. So we're at 5 moments. Okay, that's perfect. Let's do a segment here. Backstage interview. And let's do it with... Oops. Can I use people who are injured in these? That's my question. So I can't bring Adam Copeland in to do this. It's just a backstage interview. Oh, I can. Perfect. So Adam Copeland's going to show up, kind of be like, yeah, I know I'm hurt, but I'm almost back, and I'm excited to come back. It's going to be great when I am. And that's going to kind of set up a whole feud for him when he comes back for a belt. I kind of have that brewing in my mind. Next up, I do want to use Jack Perry. He is a champion. Let's use that belt and get him some moments. He only has 1 win so far. So let's try to make it 2, guys. Alright, so who am I going to have Jack Perry face? I think Jack versus Hook would be a great matchup. I like that match. Book it. Cool. Next up, how many matches we got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more matches, guys. And then we're going to call it. And you already know the next matchup is going to be Mercedes Moné versus Athena. We're finally going to get it. Let's make these 2 fight. Where is Athena? We'll just search her. Perfect. Book that matchup. Edit. Select titles. I want it to be for the TBS and not for the Ring of Honor. Right up here. Okay, perfect. And then the main event, MJF versus Swerve. Book the main event to be a world championship matchup. And it's going to be a blow off. Same with the FTR. Perfect. Now, this one we are going to add a feud. And this one will be. Who's the better champion? Let's just merge the belts. Perfect. I think this is a good card. Yeah, nine people, 8 matches with the one segment. I think this is very AEW-esque. We might be able to add one more segment, which we could do a backstage interview with. Let me look real quick. I think we're going to do a backstage interview with Dustin Rhodes. And so in this interview, what I want to have happen is we're going to have Dustin just talking about, wow, we're going to have Jack Perry beat Hook. So we're going to have him be like, okay, wow, Jack Perry isn't that good. He's been cheating to win. He doesn't deserve that belt, and I'm going to stop it. And what that's going to do is then work us into a Dustin Rhodes versus Jack Perry feud, which I think would work perfect. Sweet. So let's play All In. AEW presents All In, their biggest event of the year, live tonight in front of a mostly packed audience. Fan interest is on par for the event, which is headlined by Swerve versus Maxwell Jacob Friedman. One of the most anticipated matches of the night is Y2K Chris Jericho versus freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy for the FTW matches. They're also excited about Will and Wardlow and Young Bucks and the Von Erichs. Perfect. So here's who they think is going to win. They think Swerve retains. Yeah, he's retaining, I think. Monet retains, yes. Hook wins the title. Oh, Okada retains. Danielson wins. Young Bucks retain. Chris Jericho retains. And Will Ospreay retains. We'll see how those hold up. So, of course, I am going to have Will Ospreay win again. I think it's good to have him win. He's on his way to becoming the face of the company, which is exactly what I think AEW should do. So there we go with that. Okay, here we go. We're going to add a finish to this one as well. It is a blow-off. And we'll have it be a... No, let's not have it be that. But we are going to have Chris Jericho retain. He's getting over with the fans, really. Okay, and they both put on a hot match. That's perfect. It was a 3.5-star match. That's good. Okay, great. Now, this one we do have to add a finish. And it's going to be a cheating with the Young Bucks winning. I do think we have to do it like that because we're getting the Von Erichs over slowly, and the only way to do that is to have the Young Bucks constantly beating them barely or have them drop the belts to them, and I think right now is not the time to drop the belts. Perfect. Now we have Samoa Joe versus Bryan Danielson. And I'm going to have... It's a submissions match, guys. And we have the Samoan Submission Machine versus the American Dragon, but you know Bryan Danielson is great. Samoa Joe might need it more, though. Yeah, I think Samoa Joe needs it more, so let's give him the win. They put on a hot match. That's good. And, I mean, it was a one-off match, but it was one that I think everyone would love to see. Okay, so now we're going to have Okada winning again. You just have to have Okada winning. Did it give us anything? No. Okay, cool. Perfect. Now we're backstage with Adam Cole. He's talking about how he cannot wait to come back and that he's going to be soon, and he's going to show everybody the real side of Adam Copeland. Next up, we have Jack Perry versus Hook, and we are going to add a finish of a... DQ, but Jack Perry still wins. Now we have Dustin Rhodes backstage talking about how Jack Perry has to cheat to win and that he's going to put a stop to it. All right, here we go. Now we have Mercedes Moné beating up on Athena. Had to happen. Does that do us anything? No. But Monet went down to content after that, even though she won, so I don't understand that. And then we've had MJF just absolutely destroying Swerve. He's been beating him up. So we're going to have Swerve pin him in the ring clean to end it all. How did that work? Became hot, boosting his chance to have hot matches the segment over in the overness of the participants by 3%. Cool. Yeah, cool. That was our pay-per-view, guys. Let's see how that looks. Oh, here we go. The Wrestling Spectacular. WWE released Diane Lennox. Okay. Keanu Carver part ways. Kendall Gray. Jasper Troy. SummerSlam was a great event. Okay. Oscar ready to return. Dirty Dom is available to return. Recovery finished for Dexter Lumis. Cruz del Toro's returning. Uncle Howdy's returning. CM Punk's returning. Eric Rowan is injury rehab finished. Gunther is the new undisputed WWE champion. Okay. And Gunther versus Rey Mysterio was the matchup for it? Wow. Roman versus Randy. And RKO and Jasmine Knights tore the house down at SummerSlam. Okay. Huh. Cool. And so, yeah, that was ours. We're pretty much going to end it there, but let's look at these messages. This month, can you believe that? Needless to say, I can't make it to the show. So Christopher Daniels isn't here. He's lost his passport. Okay. We did complete our first goal of having 2 4.5-star or higher events. Injury update. Ruby Soho has been reevaluated, and she has less time till she comes back. Brody King's coming back soon. Mark Davis is ready. Wheeler Yuta is ready. Gimmick change. Okay. Jeff Hardy is now ready. Okay. The Blade is ready. Jamie Hayter's ready. Julia Hart's ready. Ortiz is ready. And Artifact discovered. Okay. Perfect. Well, just like that, we can kind of see that we're having not too bad of times now. Oops. I was going to see if I could see how WWE is doing. But... oh, I can. Perfect. So let's look at this card. Gunther versus Rey for the Undisputed was a classic 5.5-star match. Roman defeated Randy Orton. Okay. So Randy played double duty. And okay. I guess Randy and Kevin Owens has been feuding with 2 females on the roster. Bayley is the NXT North Americans champion, I guess. Bianca beat Roxanne Perez. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark defeated Ivy Nile, Maxine Dupree. R-Truth has defeated Cody Rhodes. Lyra Valkyria defeated Trish Stratus. Trick beat LA Knight to retain the NXT champion. And AJ Styles defeated Sami Zayn to win the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Oh, then we had Drew beating Andrade. What is this card? Oh, gosh. Don't know why that happened, but we're back. Cool. Well, that will do it for today then. We saw that I think our match went pretty good, and I think that WWE's pay-per-view was alright. I mean, wow, looks like Mercedes Moné and Athena was match of the night by far. Okay. Let's see what everyone else is doing. New Japan, if you're interested, just like that. They're still not near us. TNA. Whoa, okay. I did not expect to see Moose lose the belt. Okay. Stardom, as you can see. And then in CMLL. But for the most part, We're just trying to earn our keep here. Is there anything else I could look at that maybe I should show you guys real quick? Let me see. Activity, companies. You can kind of see here that we're trying to push up. Stardom is pushing up behind us. We're really working on getting this up to a WWE level. But who knows? Cool. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for us. I can't look at fan history. So yeah, perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. If you liked the video, hit a like, subscribe, give me a comment so I know you enjoy this type of stuff. And as always, I will see you next time on our road to All Out. Take care.